This is KGW News at Sunrise.
And good morning. Thanks for getting up with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Tim Gordon. This morning on Sunrise, terrifying moments outside of Fred Meyer as witnesses say multiple gunmen sent shoppers into a panic. Plus, 20 fires in 2 weeks. A serial arsonist strikes Mount Tabor Park with the flames getting close to homes. But before we get to all that, let's check in with Chris McGinnis for a quick look at our Saturday forecast. Good morning.
Good morning. Kicking off a 3-day weekend with some clouds and some cooler temperatures. So I'm happy to share that with you. We'll give you the live look from our Rose City sky camera. Obviously, it's still dark and early out there, so you can't see the cloud cover. But on my way in, I looked up, but I couldn't see any stars. So that's how I know it's cloudy. And in fact, the satellite does back that up. And so does the observation out at PDX. It's 64 right now at the airport. Elsewhere across southwest Washington and northwest Oregon, Vancouver checking in with 63, Hillsborough at 60. We slide south into the Willamette Valley right now, and we're in the low 60s as well in Kaiser, Salem, and Almsville. So a relatively mild morning out there. The plan for today, Saturday, lots of cloud cover this morning. The clouds are going to be slow to break up today, at least for the morning hours. So expect a mostly cloudy morning, but a sunny afternoon. And high temperatures today. How about this, Tim? We keep it in the 70s today.
Sounds really nice, doesn't it? Yeah. Thanks, Chris. See you soon. Well, Multnomah County Sheriff's deputies are investigating a shooting outside the Wood Village Fred Meyer. That's on Northeast 223rd and Gleason. Witnesses say around 4:30, two men began shooting at each other. This was yesterday afternoon. One was standing in the parking lot. The other was by the front entrance. Now, evidence markers show bullet casings in the parking lot there, and you can also see where the bullets broke out the windows, the glass doors, the front of that store. Fred Meyer tells us all customers and store associates were safe. Witnesses we talked with described what happened.
Out of nowhere, we hear shots. I look outside, there was a car parked. He was behind the car with his hand over his head, shooting randomly towards Fred Meyer. There was another guy like in the center of Fred Meyer, shooting back.
Wow, the sheriff's office tells us they detained one person of interest but have not made any arrests yet. Well, the suspect accused of shooting a cab driver in the back Thursday morning on I-205 appeared in court on Friday, and his lawyer says it's a case of mistaken identity. 47-year-old Bradley Stanwood faces multiple charges, including attempted murder. Prosecutors say the motive was road rage, but the defense attorney said the suspect's car is designed to sound like it's backfiring, and he wasn't the gunman. Well, investigators are searching for an arsonist who's been setting fires in Mount Tabor Park. Portland Fire says someone set 15 to 20 fires in the last couple weeks. Most of them were started at night and were spotted and put out before they grew too big. But they say they're worried because some of them are getting close to homes. Crews will be patrolling the park, and neighbors are asked to keep a lookout there. Well, we're hearing more stories about the connection between out-of-control driving and violence during recent illegal street races. Thursday, we told you about a woman who died while waiting at a bus stop. Now the story of a man who had nothing to do with the chaos, but was attacked and ended up in the hospital. Here's KGW's Alma McCarty.
The way neighbors in the Roseway area describe it, it didn't matter if you were close by, standing blocks away, or physically inside your home.
The sound was just going right through buildings.
You could hear it loud and clear.
Screeching of the tires, the bam, bam, bam of almost like a cannon fire.
Street racers and drifters, even someone armed with a flamethrower on Northeast 72nd and Sandy Sunday night. An illegal street takeover. John Westfall was on the phone with his partner Ken, who he said was getting more anxious by the minute.
His anxiety just kept building and building, such that he felt like he had to come out and confront it.
John said Ken began recording a video, and that's when things took a turn.
Had somebody come up to him and demand that he stop photographing, and then proceeded to take his phone, break it in half, just about, and then started pounding his face until he was knocked unconscious on the ground.
Neighbors Shanna and Joshua Kramer.
We realized that there was just swarms of people.
Saw the tail end of this violent interaction.
Ken had been knocked unconscious and was laying on the ground. When we were on the phone with 911, we were being placed on hold. And then when we did finally talk to them, they said that it was going to be a little while because the ambulances couldn't come through because of all the parked cars.
This chaos, one scene of several last weekend, some of those deadly. 20-year-old Cameron Taylor was watching a street takeover on the Marine Drive overpass of I-5 when shots were fired. He was hit and killed. In southeast Portland, while waiting for a bus, 26-year-old Ashley McGill was hit by an out-of-control car, one of two racing down Stark. She died instantly.
If we're not going to be able to do it safely, we're not going to be able to do it.
While Portland police did not reveal a plan for this upcoming long weekend when it comes to street racing, the Bureau told KGW back in May it's a struggle to handle these calls.
These events can expand into hundreds of vehicles, many hundreds of people, and we know that we can't address that with just a few officers.
John explains Ken just moved to rehab, still recovering from head and face injuries.
He said in the hospital he doesn't remember anything, and I'm hoping that perhaps that is a good thing.
Neighbors crossing their fingers for calm roads this weekend, or at the very least, a more serious police response.
You should be able to have a game plan for them before they get to this size, before somebody gets hurt, you know.
Now, Portland police told us earlier this week that officers dealt with 7 shootings and 4 homicides last weekend, hindering their ability to respond to or break up these large street takeovers. Well, a new rapid transit bus line is coming to Mill Plain Boulevard in Vancouver. It is the second line for those buses. Coming up next, folks on the first line tell us why everyone should be excited for this new service.